The primary goal of any research university is clearly to push the boundaries of knowledge through basic research and to train the next generation of leaders. And Columbia does that exceptionally well. Where we come in at Columbia Technology Ventures is to help take those inventions that emerge from the basic research and develop a robust partnership with industry and venture capital to be sure that those inventions can come out of the lab and make it into the market to save and improve human lives.
Sapience is a preclinical biotechnology company focused on developing drugs for previously undruggable targets in oncology indications, specifically those where there are significant fatalities despite standard of care drugs.
Typically when a user does a search query over video, they'll be presented like that 5, 10, or 30-minute chunk of a program that is most relevant for that query. What we actually do is, because we understand exactly what's appearing at each point in time, we'll surface that 45-second clip of video that answers your question quickly and seamlessly so you don't have to watch that entire thing. So for example, if you want to find something that a particular politician said, we're able to surface that relevant video clip instantly and actually show that section of video.
What's interesting about applied therapeutics is that we're not focused on any particular area of disease or indication. We're working on indications from cardiology to metabolic disease to rare disease, and now we're working towards oncology. So we're across the board and we're somewhat disease area agnostic. But what ties everything together is validated pathways where we understand how the molecular targets contribute to a particular disease and high unmet need indications. So there's really a desperate need within the patient community.
With over 400 inventions a year coming in from Columbia's research labs, and over 1,000 patents that would have already been filed based on Columbia science that are available for licensing, one of the things we want to make sure is that venture capitalists or industry can find the technology they're looking for as quickly and efficiently as possible. So if you go to our website, we've worked very hard to enable easy searches by faculty member, by keyword, or even visually to help guide the technology scouts to what they're looking for.
To go from an idea to a venture requires lots of different kinds of skills. Many more skills, say, than those that were needed to develop the actual underlying technology itself. Columbia Technology Ventures and Columbia Entrepreneurship work very closely together to help build that skill set and to create resources and opportunities for founders to take the unique ideas that they've created in a lab and move it out into the marketplace.
One of the things that was super useful when we started the company, Dan, my co-founder, and I actually worked out of the Columbia Startup Lab. As a technical academic, I only interfaced broadly with other engineers and technical folks. Cool thing about the Startup Lab was there's folks from all over the different schools in Columbia. So you get, engineering, business, School of International Public Administration, and everyone's doing totally different things. So it's a cool collaborative environment where you can actually learn from the other people in the space. And I think that's made our company stronger.
The opportunity to build Sapience Therapeutics in New York with New York-based technology was very important to me. I'm a born and bred New Yorker and learned all my science in New York at different universities and different hospitals here. Taking advantage of the intellectual capital in New York is really important. Columbia is central to that, and it's been a big push that a lot of us in New York, the scientists in New York, are trying to get behind and keep it in New York.
Losing a year to an inefficient process of helping a company get started isn't just a year's worth of revenue lost. It's lives that aren't saved. And so when these technologies get out of the lab as quickly as possible and become companies like Sapience or Applied Therapeutics or others in New York, this can really make it a life or death difference in patients all across the country.
In less than a year, we were able to start the company, license our technology from Columbia, and move into a phase 1 clinical trial in diabetes patients. So that expedited ability to be able to take the technology, focus on the safety and efficacy profile, and get it to the patients that need the drug the most really underscores what we're doing at Applied.
So we're constantly investing effort and time and thought into how to educate our faculty, our students, our postdocs as to the importance of partnering with the private sector in order to transfer their innovations, their new knowledge into the hands of partners who are so essential for developing their discoveries and research results into products for the benefit of society.
What has changed in these 12 years that I've been here is the university, whether it's the departments and the schools, the deans and department chairs, and the administration, have really come together to create an incredibly vibrant and supportive network for entrepreneurship here. That's meant that it's far easier for faculty and students to take their groundbreaking inventions and turn them into startups that can have a real impact on society.